Welcome back to another day of the best outdoors. As you can see, I didn't say the weekend because we were busy on Saturday with wrestling, and then Sunday we cleaned the house and spent time with the family, watched some shows, and Friday after work we were pretty much getting ready for the wrestling tournament. We had to make a pasta dish for the team, and yeah, so I didn't do any videoing for the weekend, but I'm out here today right after work because I got this in the mail, and it's a European mount, so there's no boiling and no mess to deal with. Especially, as you can see, we've got quite a bit of snow this morning and afternoon, and we got more coming, so I'm hoping the lakes will start freezing and we can get out on the lake. We were going to go up north last weekend, but with wrestling, this weekend we were supposed to go again, but I have to work from 6:30 in the morning to 3 in the afternoon, come home and eat right away, and then I gotta take a cat nap and then be back to work at 11. I'll probably go there at 10:30, get started. We're hoping to get it done in 4 hours, so that'll lead us into Saturday about 3-4 o'clock in the morning. And then, as of right now, Jaden will be wrestling Saturday morning till the afternoon again, but we're not for sure. I know we want to go because it's close, so we just want to support the team. In case he does have to wrestle, he will already be there. So, with that said, let's get this done. Okay, there's my sawzall. And normally, before I show you guys stuff, I usually test it and then do it again for YouTube. But this is my first one, and I'm not sure if I get any good bucks to do this with, so we'll give it a shot all together. Don't know how much heat I have left in this propane, so hopefully it'll last. Jeez almighty, things are popping because it's getting warm in here. And then another thing I want to do once I get this completed, I want to try out the DIY dipping. I want to see what this looks like dipped after it's fully done. So, alright. Some gap filler, because as I was seeing how this goes, as you can see, there is some gap, so we will be filling that in, especially when I want to do the dipping. So And I guess there's 3 different sizes. There's a large, a medium, and a small. So I ended up getting a medium. And I don't have a battery out here, so I have to go get me a battery. So I'll be right back. Well, I'm back. I got the batteries charging right now. I had a little bit of juice in one, and I went to cut the horns off, which I'll show you, or antlers, horns, whatever you guys want to call them. But I cut them off right, try to get them as close, but not too close to where it meets the head and then it widens out. I try to go underneath of that. I wish I could show you. Actually, I can. I messed up. That's why I'm flustered right now. And I'll show you why I'm flustered. But as you can see, I hope you can see where the nubs meet. You want to try to get underneath of that as close as you can, but not too close. So I went down quite a bit underneath of that, and then what I did is I just took, you can use a sander or whatever you want to use, but I took a 36 grit tool here. I'm so flustered at what I just did. It's unreal. I wanted to make a video of from start to finish, and I wanted to pre-drill it, get it everything, just get it to where I wanted it, and then show you guys. I can't get the screws out of how I did it, so I'm trying to explain how I did it as far as I got. So I just took a Sawzall and cut the antlers off, and then I sanded it down. So it'll fit in these little nubs right here. Is good. See, I wanted to get this together, tear it apart, because this is my first one doing it, and now I can't get the screws out that are right there. It's almost like they heated up or something and they don't move. They're stuck. But as you can see, it'll be up on the wall like that. And that camera adds about quite a bit of size to these horns. Too bad taking pictures don't do that. But this is the 7-point that I shot this year. I'd be on that first video, buck down, where everyone's commenting of, you shot the deer still walking. Well, I didn't shoot that deer. I shot the deer beyond that, and that was a spiker that was wandering around. I actually shot 4 times. Once before, and the deer just keep coming back. That was 2019. I ended up shooting 2 does. I ended up I brought my daughter out in the same exact spot, but just in the plastic behind me, and a doe come out. I shot that one, and I thought I missed because it jumped. So I shot again, and that one took off. And we're sitting there waiting for everyone else to hunt, and here comes another herd of does coming in. And I ended up getting one to stop too far out, so I shot. It ended up running toward me, and I shot again. But those that herd ended up going back and then coming back around me the other way. But anyway, so it happens. You can shoot a gun and deer will just keep walking in and out. I don't know what it is with that area, but here's the partial of the top of it, and the base is right here that this mounts to. So what I did is, like I said, I sanded down underneath so it fit flush the way I wanted it. And you will, I don't know if you can see it or not, but I sanded too far on this one. I didn't do too bad on that one anywhere. Oh, maybe right there. See how it lifts up? But that's what this gap filler's for. Is for that going here and also along the bottom. So I'm not too worried about this because, as you can see, it looks pretty good. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fill the gaps in first, and then I'll do around it on the back and stuff. You just see it lifts up a little bit underneath, and I want to get it all filled in so when I do the dip on it, the camo dip, it'll just go right in. And I'll tape these horns up with aluminum foil and tape them so the horns don't get dipped, just the plastic. So after I sanded it, I lined it up, and then I took a matching bit, drill bit for the diameter, drilled it in, and then I screwed it in on both sides, and then I looked at it and I adjusted it the way I wanted it. But what I did, wish that one would turn, but they are not turning anymore. So I don't know if there's something in that bone that just sealed up the holes or what, but I want to see how this one's taller than this one. This one actually needs to go down. Oh, maybe I got it. Oh, barely. Alright, that looks better. But what I did was, before I even cut the horns off, I measured from my farthest inside to the other inside. So when you line them up, you can line back there. So you can adjust it. And then I also took a picture of what it looked like on the top skull. So I did a lot of pictures, measurements to get it the way the buck, if the buck was still alive, how it would look. So now we're going to take this, place it back on top. There's 2 screw holes on the bottom. And for my first time doing this, just watching videos and stuff like that, And trust me, you're gonna be watching more than just this video of how to do it. Like I said, this is my first time doing it, so please don't use this as your first video. Go to other videos on how to do it. But I'm just trying to, get content out there to you guys. Like I said, I didn't do much over the weekend, so figured this would be the best thing to do. I'm off time. Not gonna work. Try this again. And I'll show you what I'm doing here in a second. Okay. And yes, I'm using power tools. Just speed up the process, but these two small screws, I wouldn't recommend power tools. But at the moment, I don't know where my screwdrivers are. But as you can see, there's two more screws here that you put in. And then you got your head mount. And I'm gonna love it. I'm gonna get me a new garage. It's gonna be bigger, more storage. Can't wait. Okay. So cut the tip off. And we're going to I'm filling in the gap right now. And then Alright, so I'm just filling in the gaps right now. I think I might be out of... Oh, there's a little bit more. See if I can spread this. Got a little goopy here. Oh man. Cutting it close. Oh, come on, a little bit more. There we go. Alright. Well, I didn't have enough for filling in my horns, but it did give me enough to do all the outline. So I might just take some hot glue and fill those in before I do a camo dip. So there it is, finished product. So we'll go hang this on the wall, and then probably in future videos you'll see it hanging up. We're gonna go hang these up next to the other 8s that we got, and I'm sure we'll show these off. So I got this one to do. I've got a 6-point that I got last year, or not last season, but the year before. I got my grandpa's 7 that I want to do. And this one will go up to his house, and then he's got a small 6 I'll do, and Jaden's got a 6 that I'm gonna do. So I got 2 6s, 3 6s, and a 7 I gotta do, or I'm going to do. So, alright, it's gonna be a short video, and we'll hope to be somewhere this weekend. I know we got wrestling, and we'll find another project or something to do. So, thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next video.